us. One night, my daughter and her friend were camping.
Ooh, we in here. Let's go, baby. Another day, another dollar. You already know. Oh, shoot. What? First of all, who the freak are you? What do you... Hold on. The freak's on my booty. Real quick. Alright. I'll clean you dirty bit. So, guys, I know I posted a lot today. I'm tired.
You need to shut the
I'm really tired, in fact. I don't feel like editing. But I'm gonna just get this out there. I'm sure y'all heard about Spooky Scary Sunday. You know, by Corey Kenshin. Maybe some other YouTubers have their alternatives. And I'm here to say that I want an alternative. You know? I want to be able to react to videos you guys send me, you know, and just have a good time on the weekends. So I'm here to announce. Alright, I'm here to announce. Drum roll, please. No. Mom, where's the night? Ready? Wacky Weekends. It's not your choice. Hold on. Come here. You still have a little water on your face. Hold on. Come here. Come here. Just a little closer. Ooh, you're bleeding. Hold on. You're bleeding. Guys, I know I'm looking drippy right now, bro. If I look like this in real life, yeah, right now, I'm getting all the chicks. Yo, chicks, hit me up. Don't you already get the all the chicks in school? Yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna be reacting to some scary videos. We're gonna be reacting to some scary videos, you know what I'm saying? I might just do one or two because I'm kinda tired. And I'll post this like
How to create awesome videos? Check out motionarray.com. You can do it too.
bro, shut. What's good, guys? Welcome to six true horror stories animated by Llama art. So I'm gonna just react to probably one or two, and I'm gonna hop off. You know, I might edit it, but yeah, y'all ready? You know, I'm not copying Corey Kenshin. Alright, here we go, guys. Hold on.
A cool breeze crept through the valley outside of Telluride, Colorado, as my friends and I unloaded the truck parked on the...
Bro, why does everything have to happen in Colorado? I'm not saying I live in Colorado, because I live in... Alright, here we go.
dirt driveway. We had recently started renting an old mining house built in the early 1900s. Most of the home had been renovated over the years, but there were still glimpses of what the house used to be.
Bro,
The exterior of the home was painted
that
a
looks like
bright
my
yellow
house, dude.
and adorned a blood-red door. The yard was abundant, with lush green grass, minus the few brown patches that
The
littered the
music.
ground. In the corner of the yard sat a dilapidated gazebo filled to the
Oh,
brim with
heck
landscaping
no.
equipment. I stood facing the house, admiring the quaint ambiance it seemed
Behind
to
you, bro.
exude. I felt something hit my back and spun
Shit.
around. My brother, William, was standing behind me with a box under his right arm. Let's pick up the pace. We don't have all day, he said, with a little annoyance masked in his voice.
Alright, chill.
I responded, and started walking to the back of the...
If he tells me to... Hey, bro, if... Are you telling me to hurry up? Hold on, come on.
truck. My other two friends, Elijah and Leon, were in the process of stacking some boxes on a dolly. Hey man, take this to my room, Elijah said as he handed me a large box. I resituated it in my arms and gripped it. As I did so, I could hear glass clanging inside and a strong, familiar odor starting to leak out. Hey man, be careful, Elijah snapped. If you ever want to smoke again, I'd highly advise you to take it one step at a time there, champ. Maybe if you didn't throw everything into one single box without bubble wrap, then you wouldn't have an issue of something breaking, Elijah.
Yeah,
Leon
Elijah.
responded.
Freaking.
Elijah's eyes widened, as if he had just figured out the secrets of the universe. I laughed, turned around, and proceeded into the house.
If he's looking in the house like that, you already know I'm the last one in the house.
I surveyed my surroundings of the old rustic home as I headed to Elijah's bedroom. Only 2 interior rooms had been renovated in the entire house, one being the kitchen, which had marble countertops and new appliances.
Well, that's not even
the
bad.
other being my room. I was the one who
that's
found the home on
bad.
the market, so respectively I had first choice of which room I wanted to claim as my own. The other rooms, on the other hand, were still the same as they had been since the early 1900s, with dreary wooden floorboards and old chipping paint. Dude, what the hell? William yelled from upstairs. I quickly climbed the narrow stairway to find my brother in his room. I walked in to find what looked like to be a large lump underneath the wooden floorboards. It almost looked like Andre the Giant was buried in the middle of the room.
What?
I told you it was an old home, Will. Things shift over time, I said, trying to hold my snickering back. Yeah, I get that.
But there's a
you
whole
didn't say that
body
I'd have
under
to
the
maneuver
floorboard.
around a speed bump, he snapped back. I took a deep sigh and turned to him. Okay, look man, we're only gonna be here for a year. You've got plenty of room to put your bed so you're not sleeping on an incline. William turned back to the floor dejected. That's easy for you to say. You're not staying on the cover of Sticky Fingers by the Rolling Stones. After we had moved everything into the house, we all plopped down on the couch, beers in hand, and began our well-deserved R&R. Elijah had already begun smoking, and the room started to fill with the pungent odor. So are we gonna be doing some ghost hunting tonight, boys? Elijah said, as he passed the joint to Leon.
Nah, dude.
Oh, come on, you don't actually believe that crap, do you? Leon responded as he was rolling his eyes. The guy blew his brains out on the front porch in the 1930s. I'd be surprised if there wasn't a ghost floating through the halls. I mean, how do you think we got such a killer deal on rent? William said as he lifted his arms and started mimicking the sounds of a specter.
Oh, do that to me? You already know.
Shut up. It's all nonsense. You've just been watching too much Ghost Hunters, I responded. But anyway, I'm gonna go to bed. We need to get up early to do some cleaning. Good night, guys.
Good night.
I stood up and meandered to my room.
That's us.
In all reality, I was a little perturbed by what happened at this house. I've always been quite agnostic to my beliefs of ghosts or spirits, but I've never witnessed anything myself. The rent was super cheap for an entire house, and I wanted to save some money for a trip outside of the country. I pushed the fact that someone had ended their life to the back of my mind. I wish things would have turned out much differently. I entered my room.
I'm sorry for pausing a lot, but hey, I just realized, yo, let's settle this debate. Who sleeps with their clothes on and who sleeps with their clothes off? Me personally? My God.
Room and slid under my sheets and basked in the warmth of my bed. It had been a long day and my body ached from moving. I grabbed my phone and looked for a rain and thunder YouTube video to help me sleep, and after about 15 minutes, I crept into comfortable darkness.
Yeah. Oh my.
My eyes shot open in the middle of the night. The moonlight shone through my window and enveloped my room in comforting light. I could hear creaking from the house as the wind howled outside. I tried to sit up, but found my efforts futile. Sleep paralysis was a regular occurrence in my life. It happened at least once a month due to stress and a little help from my antidepressants. At this point, I'd almost gotten used to it. I could hear what sounded like a light scratching noise coming from inside my room, and prepared myself for the usual dark figure to be standing in the corner.
What is he scratching?
My eyes darted from left to right, trying to decipher where the noise was coming from. It was then I started to hear skittering, like someone or something was moving around.
Oh no.
A cold feeling crept over my body as I started sweating profusely, my sheets becoming soaked. The skittering stopped, but was replaced by cracking, one that resembled that of broken bone. Out of my peripheral vision, I could see long, needle-like limbs protruding from my closet. They each moved slowly, tapping the wall as if they were looking for something.
Ew.
I then saw a large, bulbous black mass starting to show itself from the closet door. It was coated in tiny hairs and twitched almost habitually. A loud moan echoed throughout my room as the creature finally presented itself. A spider-like entity was situated on my wall. The reason I say spider-like was because its head had been replaced with that of a human one. Its eyes were blacked out from the shadows of moonlight, and its lower jaw was removed, revealing a blotchy tongue that oozed saliva. It was about the size of a twin bed and stared at me for what seemed like hours. My heart was racing. I was begging my body to move, but to no avail. I was stuck there in suspended torment. I tried screaming, but I was unable to make a sound. All I could do was watch the creature on my wall as it grew closer. Suddenly, it skittered to the ceiling right above me and started scratching with its two front legs. Almost
I
like
don't
it was
care if I'm in
burrowing.
sleep paralysis. I'm like,
It then started to sink into the wall, as if the wall had turned into quicksand. First, the abdomen, then the legs. Eventually, all that was left was its mangled head staring straight at me.
Dude.
Those cold, dead eyes boring into my soul. I could hear it moaning,
That's why
and I
there's a
could feel the
lump in the
drips of
floor.
saliva hit my torso. The creature then let out an inhuman roar and vanished into my ceiling. My body was finally released, and I jolted out of my bed screaming. As I did, the house erupted into more terrified outcries coming from upstairs.
Oh, nah.
Apparently, I wasn't the only one who saw something. And, unfortunately, it wouldn't be the last time either.
Ooh, bruh. Was that ad there the whole time? Bro, Alright, so the last one for tonight, or whenever you see this, is the Playhouse. I'm gonna just do a little quick one, because I don't,
We live on several acres in rural Indiana, USA. Our neighbors aren't too far apart, but we all live on a lot of property. On our properties, we have a lot of trees, and our neighbor doesn't maintain their property well, so a lot of it's overgrown. A couple of fallen trees and a lot of downed branches. We knew the state of their property was probably because it was an older couple that owned the house and the property was vast. We have a creek separating our homes as well, but a small strip of their property is accessible from our backyard. Due to the overgrowth in trees, we weren't able to see much of their property when we first moved in the summer. And of course, we didn't go onto their land because we didn't want to trespass. One night, my daughter and her friend were camping. backyard and ran inside, swearing that they heard a kid laughing or crying in our backyard. I figured it was their imagination from too many scary stories while in the tent, but went out to investigate briefly just in case. I heard a
Yo, who's talking? Is this a dude?
faint noise coming from just beyond our property line. I moved the flashlight into the general direction and called out to whoever may be in the trees. The sound stopped. I decided it was probably just a couple of stray cats, but just in case, I had the girls set up the tent in the living room. The next day, after taking my daughter's friend home, curiosity got the best of me, and I decided to investigate the area by our property line.
Guys, my brother's gonna interrupt.
As I neared the line of trees, I saw a small path I had never noticed before. Since I knew my neighbors were too far and the trees were too thick, they couldn't see me on their property, so I stepped onto the small path. I walked slowly, looking down, watching for poison ivy and fallen branches. I wasn't too far in when I saw a dirty, broken kid's toy on the ground, wrapped in overgrown weeds. I looked up, and in the distance I saw a small, white shed-like structure.
Oh, heck no. Get the dynamite, bro. We blowing this up. Yo. Oh, I'm gonna have y'all meet my brother real quick. Come on, come out here. Come to the stage. Yo. Yo.
What's up, YouTube?
Go get close.
Low-key, I can't chill in here because, you know, my brother is filming like a reaction video or something, but I'm gonna go chill in the other room. Y'all like and subscribe. Shout out to my brother. He's gonna make it big, and he's gonna be paying for my cars and my rent. So, come on, bro.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm not paying his rent.
As I got closer, there were more and more toys scattered on the ground, some partially buried, all broken and dirty. Then there was barbed wire, and I could see the front of the shed and realized it was a large playhouse with a wooden alphabet decorating the outside. I was starting to feel uneasy. This playhouse was at least half a mile or more from the only house on the property. I stopped in my tracks, letting my imagination go a little, when I felt a tap on my shoulder. I must have jumped a foot off the ground, only to turn around and see that my daughter had followed me. Once my heart slowed down, I decided to get a closer
Don't look at me like that.
There was more broken barbed wire fencing on the ground the closer we got. The window on the side was broken, and there was a hole in the roof. There was a broken train set, one a kid would be able to ride on. The front door had a white piece of wood set to lock someone in, not keep people out. At this point, my daughter was in full panic mode and begging for us to walk back to our house.
Why the freak would you follow me, bro?
I had to at least look through the window, or my mind would wander with all the possibilities of what could be in there.
Like,
as I was stepping to the side of the shed, my daughter was following close behind. In her fear, she was paying more attention to me than where she was stepping, and she cut her leg pretty deep on some barbed wire that was
Bro, what do you do? I'm leaving you there.
hidden in overgrowth. I quickly glanced inside the window, only to see a partially dirt floor and broken wood, and a large wooden bench with a dark stain on top. I picked up my daughter, who was determined her leg was going to fall off. We left the neighbor's property, and I took her to the doctor to get a tetanus shot and get her cleaned up. That night after dinner, I let the dog out, but couldn't get her to come back in. I let her stay outside for a while and checked again a little later. Our dog still wouldn't come in, and I noticed she was standing by the path we took earlier.
Ugly, bro.
I grabbed a flashlight and her leash and headed out to her. She was pacing, whining, and sniffing around everywhere. I figured it was from the blood earlier, but she never ventured onto the path. Then, I heard the giggling of a little girl. I called out to the child, but there was no answer in return. Just some rustling in the leaves. I ran inside with the dog to check on my daughter to make sure that she was still in the house. She was laying in bed, fast asleep. The next morning, I went straight to the playhouse, but as I was approaching, something was wrong. The broken toys seemed to be in different places, and when I got to the playhouse, my heart felt like it was a ton of bricks. All over the side of the playhouse were children's drawings in my daughter's blood.
Nah. Bro. Llama Arts. If I'm a mom, bro, or a dad, yo, bro, and I'm exploring something, you don't follow me, I will throw you back. But that's it, guys. That's it for today. You know, that's it. Wacky Weekends. I'm gonna head out, eat my cutie, and see y'all whenever I post again. Love y'all.